Yes, see, we're back here at the Trip Over Radio Show. An alternative means of psychedelic masturbation. Man, we're having a good time up in here. Of course, your boy Will BK, Jenna G, Lady Chachi, Hardy Brooklyn, and S.STREET Media. Hope everyone is having a good time, everyone, yes? You know what I'm saying? You know, it's the alcohol that's bringing that shit down. But if it wasn't, if we had real drugs in here, then, you know, everybody would be up and whatnot. But, yeah. So we're gonna go back.
If you have crystal meth, just stop by.
You know, crystal meth. all of the opinions here of Triple Radio Show is not all fully supported by all of you. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna go back to some trippy news. So the last thing that we about to go in, Halle Berry. You know, we usually don't fucking talk about Halle Berry on here and shit. You know, what up behind ass and whatnot. You know, but I'm sure there's people in the room that do her and whatnot. But did you know?
I would. Definitely would.
I would. I'd do the leftovers, you know. But so recently, she did an interview and whatnot. She was talked about on a podcast, talking about that she was trash in bed and whatnot. That she got that shit straightened out. But she did admit that she had her first orgasm at the age of 11.
That's a lucky number.
I mean, now I'm not, I can't have an orgasm. I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? But is that really possible for young ladies to be aware of orgasms at that young of an age?
Yes. But I think a lot of the times it's not understood what's really going on. You just know that it feels good. And you know that going in a certain motion or moving a certain kind of way feels good. And you have that release, even if you're not sexually educated in any way, to know that it's you coming, that it's an orgasm.
Can you say that again?
And I think also like being in tune with your
internet, though. Like the young kids kind of have a lot more information.
Yeah, they do. They do have. Yeah, I like to block that out. I think I like to not think about that, like having a child, like that they're not finding out all that kind of stuff.
They know more about our anatomy than we did.
Absolutely.
Still do now. Absolutely. More than we care about.
Jen, can you say feels good again?
Feels good?
Yeah.
Feels good.
Feels good.
Yeah.
So do you believe that as well? Do you believe that?
Feels good?
No, about
I know that.
About women having orgasms when they're younger.
When they're 11.
When they're 11.
I mean, how can you forget that? You know?
Did you have one at 11?
No.
When did you have your first one?
Honestly.
For all looking.
We're assuming it was by yourself.
Damn, on a spot in the hot
6 months ago.
6 months ago?
Honestly, it wasn't that long ago, believe it or not.
Wow.
That's a secret. Yeah, I just told everybody it
took over 60 years.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What?
You're really close to him. I know what you want to cause any kind of physical.
Wow. I know, that's crazy. Really? Wow. You actually recently...
Yeah, I'm dead serious, Wow. You put me on the spot. This is actually a secret. It's very embarrassing. But it took me a very long time to actually realize how to orgasm, which a woman's orgasm is, 99.9%? Right?
Mental.
99% what?
Mental.
Oh, I think that 99% that you're going to do it? I'm saying, is it really?
And it was with my magic wand.
Oh wow!
Yeah. Well, just
go toys.
I'm embarrassed now, but it's the truth.
No, you're here
Sorry,
now.
guys, you couldn't do it.
You're here now, though, so don't worry about that. It's not where you've been; it's where you're at.
Yeah.
You're on it now.
Laughing at you. That's
my
crazy.
magic wand, I wish.
But really, is there such a thing? Is there really such a thing in terms of knowing how to orgasm?
I think
you would think it would just be a natural.
Letting go.
Absolutely.
It's more letting go.
Right.
Yeah. I always thought that if you just keep going, like, oh shit, just
I let
keep
go
going.
when I'm really.
Woo.
No, it doesn't work that way.
I let go when I'm really open with somebody. When I'm feeling it, and I'm just like, this is the person that we're gonna like do everything and feel everything. I'm just like, when I get into it, I get into it.
Oh shit. Okay. I dig it.
Then there's the orgasm.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
Tell you about the table.
I'm not going to table. It's not excited. I'm thinking about it. You started it.
She's got her own erection.
You brought me here. You're talking about orgasms.
Okay.
Touch a table.
Okay. Now, another subject for our people here. There's an article in Men's Health how four women it kind of explained what it's really like to peg a partner. Out of the women in here, is there any partner peggers in here? Anyone?
You've been pegged.
No. Moving target.
All of the things that you're
I'm a
hearing on
moving
this
target.
show is not necessarily supported by the host.
And you're gonna even get pegged on on a future show. I thought you were gonna have Miss Michelle peg you.
No, I
Ooh,
would not.
that
No,
would be
no,
interesting
no.
to see.
You heard it here,
This
folks.
is not
You
about
heard it
me.
here.
Man, this is not about me.
I had no idea that.
I have a sign on my butt that says "Do not enter." So have you pegged a partner?
No.
Have you pegged?
No.
I have.
Ooh, I knew it. You go, bitch.
You said you knew it. I'm wearing a sign. I didn't know. On the forehead.
Yeah, you ever sign me? I pegged a man today.
It's a button on my jacket, I think.
Oh my gosh. What goes on? What? Because they said there's different characteristics of when men get pegged. You know, there's the moaning. There's the whole thing's a turn on for them. Is that kind of true or so? Or
Yeah, but I think it's definitely a mutual thing for whoever is involved in the experience. Do you know what I mean? It's not just like I'm gonna like. It comes off like it's especially with the first part of the article. What was in the first part of the article?
Chad, you are so hot right now. I was picturing you doing that, Chad.
Oh wow!
I'm just like, wow.
Yeah,
I bet
it's,
you give it to them really good too, man.
I mean, I do my best. I do my best.
Oh my
How
god.
would you say it would be mutual with like a femdom then?
How would you
Where
say
like,
what?
like a guy's coming to a party that's just getting in line to get pegged by a femdom.
What's a
If I
femdom
was in
for-
that
for
situation,
people that
I
still
would. Yeah,
get
I would be okay with that.
No, but what's the mutual? You said they have to be mutual. What's the mutual connection?
No, just both wanting to be in that
Oh, okay.
in that scene. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going down. Like
A femdom, by the way, will be asked, is a female dominatrix.
Oh. Okay.
Is she cute? Does she have like a corset, like with like high like stilettos?
Sometimes
With
they
vampire
wear.
teeth. I'm into that.
yeah.
Vampire that, you know. that,
Sometimes.
right? Yeah.
If you
How
go
about
to
some
Gotham,
What I'm
Converse?
talking about. Bite me.
Oh,
Did you find your information well?
I found what I'm looking for. I don't know if I want to know anymore. Never mind. That's too much
I
for
don't want
me.
to talk about it anymore.
Too much information.
There's a sign on my butt that says "Do not enter." Okay.
Understood. I wasn't speaking about anyone in this room. Like this was.
I would pay to see that.
Oh, have mercy.
Okay, well, I'll send you an invitation.
Hey,
The next
it's been real. It's been fun, man. It's been real fun, folks.
the next Suburban Radio Show party will be
Oh,
the pegging of Will B. K.
no. Oh,
The
no.
miniseries.
I want to look back. Is that on an old episode that he agreed to that?
I never agreed.
I'm pretty sure you agreed to have Michelle do that.
I never said I'm going to let Michelle Wild. We're talking about Michelle Wild.
You've had some really interesting experiences with her, and you seem to really enjoy them. You should.
I don't know what you're talking
That
about.
would
Do you
that
know
would be
what
a
you're
good
talking
show, wouldn't it?
about? No one is
I mean,
pegging me. I'm
what
not
do
going to be, even if I decide to be
look
pegged,
like a
I'm not
pegger,
going to
Will.
be, even if I was going to be pegged, this is not going to be for an
He
open
looks like a
open
pegger, don't you
discussion
think?
like, wow.
You don't want to videotape
you know,
it and save it as a memory, a video memory.
I would pay
You
to
know.
see that.
You
I
know,
would pay.
you know,
I will send you my Cash App information.
That's a New Year's Eve night.
you know.
I think that's going to be our
We're gonna do
fundraiser.
pay-per-view on this
That's
bitch.
all
You
I
said a
need.
fundraiser?
That's all I need.
Oh, that's a good
That's a
idea. A
raffle.
Oh,
fundraiser.
that's a good
That's
A
fundraiser.
fundraiser. You make
see-
some money.
You see the
That's a
chaos?
raffle.
You see the chaos that you
You can make
created?
some money though.
Man. I'm not doing nothing where I can hear the zipper in back of me going up. I'm up front and the zipper going up in back of me. No. Ain't gonna.
Second place, flashlight.
So now, so that now, I got some more.
gift that
Come on,
keeps
some
you
more.
coming.
Got some more volume on mine. I need some more volume. Like, yes, there we go. So now that we're speaking of that, now due to the COVID, men have now acknowledged that we're looking. Well, according to the article, I didn't say we're looking for, but men are actually looking for more adventure, and more men are buying sex toys. for themselves, not for their partner, but for themselves.
Well, good for them, because there's a lot of men's toys out there. There's a
know.
lot of things to
a
stimulate
lot of bad men's
what your
toys.
situation is.
Yeah.
So it's good that they're partaking in that, and good for all the people that are selling those products and making their money.
The turbo fleshlight.
Vibrating cock rings and stuff like that. They got all that. You know what I mean? It's
Turbo
crazy.
fleshlight. We should do a
Oh
raffle.
yeah, the flashlight.
The flashlight.
The fleshlight
What about the
raffle.
flashlight?
It's like a fleshlight.
Well, don't make it seem like everybody knows.
All right. Well, a fleshlight, ladies and gentlemen.
When you're talking to the mic, we can hear you better.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
I'm gonna.
Yeah,
There you go,
I
you're
know.
good. There
If you
you
can turn her up a little bit. Go ahead. I know.
Working
I
it.
know.
A fleshlight is basically a cloned pussy,
Mm.
a little pocket pussy. Right?
That's
Yeah.
yes,
Right,
yes,
it's
yes.
I mean,
like a
some of
fleshlight.
them, it's the perfect pandemic present. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Because it's a gift that keeps you coming.
Okay. So
Over and over.
Because
As often
people
as you use
probably
it.
are going to be stuck in their house. They probably wasn't getting pussy before Corona.
Mm-hmm.
So now that, this is even helps it be
so, yeah.
even during. You know what I mean?
Okay. So just so people know, so the kind of the top sex toys that men do use are masturbation sleeves. Is anyone familiar
That
with
looks like that
masturbation
toy you
sleeves?
used to play with as a kid that had like the jelly stuff in it that used to roll back and forth.
Is that
That's a flashlight.
That's what-
What
yeah.
kind of toy was that?
It's like a, but
I
it's
wish I
like
had that toy.
it's like a balloon that looks kind of deflated, and it has with kids it used to have like a liquid in it, and maybe like sparkly things and colors and stuff. But for men, it's like a solid color, but like a silicone.
That's a
looks like a
that's a-
sock almost.
That's
that
a,
they
that's a
can-
masturbation.
Yeah, and you put
Sounds
your
like
dick
a
in it. You put your
masturbation-
dick in it, and it goes back and
That's a
forth like this on
masturbation
your
sleeve.
dick. Yes, that's a masturbation sleeve.
Sounds like a
You
low
don't have a
budget.
masturbation sleeve. Huh?
Sounds like a low budget fleshlight.
All right, so that's,
Yeah.
so that's the number one thing.
Definitely.
Number
Flashlight.
two is a prostate massager.
Ew.
So I'm sure everyone knows what the prostate massagers are. Oh, I
Which,
remember
and listen,
those.
just public service announcement. That's a cancer preventative. Doing prostate massage.
I was
For
gonna ask
real,
that.
it's really beneficial for men's health. For real, and it's another kind of orgasm. It's an internal orgasm, which is totally different than the one that goes 28 miles per hour because it stays inside of you, and you get into yourself, and it's a beautiful thing to have that massage. Women too. It's a beautiful experience. I'm just saying, prevents cancer. Why would you not do it? Like, same as sex, regular sex
I wanna-
prevents old age, prevents cancer.
Well,
Like your
yeah.
body, the what happens to your body during
You want
old
to prevent
age.
cancer, but you
Yeah,
want to
keep it
promote
going.
coming still.
For real, and an internal cum. Thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. For real.
Woo! All right. And also,
There's a stigma around that. That's really. It doesn't make you gay or doesn't make you not who you have been your whole life to have your fucking prostate massaged. It's not that deep. Do you know what I'm saying? And in the society, in our society, it's like, ooh, that's a taboo. You don't go in there, and that's it's an exit.
I think
Okay.
that culture's dying.
absolutely.
I hope so, because it's really just it
Well,
doesn't make
big white
sense.
man.
It's not educated.
Okay, so the best sex toys that they say for men are hopefully something y'all heard of. Tenga Easy Beat eggs.
Yep, I know what they are.
What do they do?
They're just like, I don't know what it is, but I've seen them like demo it at
They look like eggs,
the sex fair in Brooklyn.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what is
It's
that
like an
again?
egg. It looks like an egg, and it's got like something that looks somewhat like a big condom in it.
Oh, okay. I mean, doesn't
I
sound
didn't really
sexy.
pay that
I
much
don't-
attention.
All right, and the fleshlight pink ladies that you were talking
Wow,
about.
that's on the list. That
Yeah, the fleshlight pink ladies. It's
It's on
like
there.
a flashlight, but there's a simulated vagina up at the top of the flashlight. I guess you-
Oh, that one looks warm.
Well, we
Stick
should
your
do
dick
a
in.
raffle. We should do a flashlight raffle.
Do you have any flashlights for us to raffle?
Yes,
guess
I
we can-
do.
All
It's all
right.
the internet.
Okay.
I got millions. Whoever wins will get it.
Well, okay. All right. We'll
They
get
got a
working.
turbo flashlight, Ultimate 2021
We're gonna get some of
edition.
those.
That's conforming to COVID rules. and
Yeah.
stuff,
The
too.
turbo of the
Okay.
turboness.
Okay.
Flashlight.
A Satisfier heat masturbator.
What is that?
Satisfier heat. Whoa, can you tell us what that is?
Okay, the Satisfier heat masturbator. I gotta bring this shit because I didn't bring my glasses with me. This device features 3 levels of warmth up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit. So, but they say, don't worry, it's safe for a comfortable, realistic feel.
When
So
it
I
shuts
guess
out.
it. So I guess it. It's some.
It's basically a heated fleshlight.
Yeah, so pretty much, so it has a temperature that you can get your balls or your dick to a certain temperature, and it feels like you're in the pussy.
That's like the pregame. Warm me up.
You know what that made me think of though? The guy with the love doll. That he was saying that was the one complaint that she didn't get warm. That maybe he could have a fleshlight inserted into her pussy and then it would be warm, 104 degrees. Yeah. That would be awesome.
That sounds amazing.
And he's already got her. You know what I mean? He already has her.
I don't know if that would fit in her. She's like her butt.
Yeah, and the angle too. The angle that she was on, I remember. I know you remember because you molested her terribly.
What's her name? What's her name?
Guapoli?
Calliope.
Sounds like a
Calliope.
Calliope.
That sounds like a bad vegetable I don't want to eat.
Calliope. It makes me think of Klonopin.
Okay. It's very stiff.
Okay. Also,
what kind of name is that?
What is that?
Don't forget to eat your club,
I don't know. I'm not sure.
It's just a vegetable flavor.
Okay. Also, the Lilo Hugo prostate massager. So
Lilo Hugo.
The Lilo Hugo. Prostate massager.
Go ahead, Lilo. So, is that a person, Lilo Hugo?
Well, I don't know.
Is that it sounds like some guy.
It could be
Lilo, or maybe.
But it's interesting how there's a lot of toys that deals around the anus.
Because there's a lot of pleasure in there.
There's a lot of nerve endings there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I'm saying, man.
And beneficial for your health.
Is it?
Get on it.
It is.
Get on it. Please, Hardy, tell him because Hardy's really educated in a lot of this
stuff.
stuff.
Think about getting a massage of your prostate on a regular basis. It would be really good. Just like when you get your back massaged, it feels really good.
And anything really that gets massaged, it feels really good.
And if your prostate, which kind of needs to get the blood flowing in it to stay healthy, gets a little massage, you're less likely to get cancer down there.
And you're having pleasure the whole time preventing it. Win-win.
Sure, I don't know. Like on Saturday Night Live, it sounds like harassment. Either harassment or my assment. So
probably your ass.
Whatever it is, it's somebody.
Whatever floats your boat. That's what I say.
Yeah.
But you know what makes sense though? It really does, believe it or not.
Yeah.
What?
Just Google it.
It's healthy.
Super easy.
It's healthy and feel good, then what's wrong with that?
It's really good for you.
Yeah.
And exploring your own body with either by yourself or with someone that you care about, that's all that is. It's not a bunch of labels attached to it because of how you're exploring. It's your body. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but and if you people are afraid to explore.
I get it. And it's unfortunate because they might be a lot less stressed because they're releasing and having that.
It's easy for the women to say that shit, baby.
If you would like, I would be more than happy to take a prostate massage.
We all need to release. That's what you're saying,
right? We all need to release.
We need to release.
We all need that. I'll take it. I'm in line.
You're a dying generation.
I'm not just saying it's just for men.
Probably.
I'm saying the stigma is around that. It's okay for women to get fucked in their ass, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So you also have an ass. And there's also things that it can be penetrated with.
We don't.
And it can be a good fucking time.
I'm sorry, but mine is an exit too.
You're stepping up to the.
I'll do anything but that. I'll do anything but that. I'm sorry. My asshole is a fucking exit. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Anything but that.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? Imagine. Tell him, man. Shit, man.
Tell him what?
Shit. I can see you getting pegged though. Well, I think I would pay for that once again.
I definitely think that would be like a baseball bat. That would be a great.
Can it be my birthday present?
Fundraiser.
It's my birthday.
Would y'all like to see me get pegged?
Yes.
Thank you, brother. One person says no.
Oh, I know who that is.
Okay, well, there's
next.
There's 15 people here.
Shit. Stuffing out the Egg McMuffin. Is it time for a break, Sosa?
Now it's a party.
Probably not, but you feeling a little
Come on, man. Oh, I'm only 20 minutes in. Oh shit, man. So I have to talk about.
So, do you want to change the subject? Are you uncomfortable talking about this?
I'm just saying, I don't want my ass to be the center of
a
fuck. I don't want to be the center
of a
fuck.
You don't want to prevent cancer?
I'm just saying, I don't want to be the center of a function.
I like that. What? Of course, absolutely.
We can't hear you when
Absolutely.
you talk from over there. We don't know what the hell you're saying.
Well, she was only talking to me, I think.
Well,
But
you
if she
can't do
wants to-
that while you're on air. So now,
I just wanted to be able to ask you some questions
She'd like some
about maybe
pegging
some
tips.
techniques, you could offer us, people who are inexperienced and maybe want to try it at some point in time.
Absolutely.
Pegging.
Jenna G
Yeah,
is
give us
OG,
some
let
tips
me
for
tell
those who
you.
are open. You know what? I'm all about consent. Both parties have to be consenting
For
and
sure,
willing,
for
and
sure.
that's, I think, number one, the rule for
Absolutely.
me personally. But I do have somebody interested, so I would like to know some tips on this.
The male has a little prep work they have to do
Yeah.
before they get
Absolutely.
pegged.
Absolutely. It's not a just jump right in and get started type of situation.
Right.
If it is, unless you're trying to like inflict pain and cause it to be an unpleasant feeling experience.
I'm not really masochistic at all.
Okay, so yeah, you definitely. And the other thing,
not?
besides you saying consent, which is really great that that's the first thing that you said, the next thing I would say would be boundaries, discussing what the boundaries are, what someone wants to do, what they're looking to have happen in the situation, what they want to receive from it, what they don't want to do, what they're uncomfortable with, what doesn't feel good,
What their safe
does
word
feel
is,
good.
what their pause word is.
Exactly, definitely safe word.
yeah, for a woman to be
When
more.
somebody bends over, what boundary can you not
There's
pass?
there's a lot of boundaries there.
Yeah.
You're definitely-
I think
and-
so.
You know, what kind of objects you can put in there, how hard you can go, how fast you
wow.
can go.
Yeah.
Like, all that needs to be discussed in advance, like how deeper penetration.
Wait a minute. How do you wait a minute? You talk about that in advance? The flow, how fast you can go? Or,
Yeah,
or-
of
or-
Yes,
course.
because it's an area that is not explored like that.
I
Like
just thought you just go yeah.
Wait.
But they did.
I would
do.
You're telling me-
Cool.
You're telling me you fucked a woman's ass without doing any prep work?
No. I have. But I'm being.
I never got prep work.
Oh,
What?
why
That's
I
why
said
you don't
I
like
said-
it.
Okay.
That's why you don't like it.
it.
okay,
I
so
don't like it for me, but
Did it one, twice, 15, and I actually took it in the ass first before I lost my virginity.
oh wow.
wow.
How
Wow.
about that? Yeah.
So did
Yeah.
you
I'm-
consider
I'm-
that losing your virginity, or
No,
you
it's
thought
like
because it wasn't he wasn't in?
We were on the roof. You know what I mean? He didn't know what he was doing. I didn't know what I was doing. You know what I mean? And
And you took it in the ass.
yeah,
Well, he
And just
took it in
thought
the
it was
ass or you
supposed to
took it
feel
in
like
the
that.
ass?
Shit.
I did.
Oh,
But I actually realized that.
I mean, did they bring toys with them up on the roof?
No.
Why you looking at me?
We couldn't go to my house and we couldn't go to his house, so we're on the roof. You know what I mean? What else?
Someone needs to invent one of those neck lockers.
It was
for
so
men, man.
romantic.
One of those
A
neck
neck-
lockers, so that a man could have their head like locked in with some kind of thing, and they could see
head
one of those head lockers,
oh.
so they can
So
the
what are
shit
you
is like that.
changing?
They could
Are
stay
you-
looking back there to see what's going on and stuff like
Ooh.
that.
So
I'm
are
just
you?
saying.
Is there like a chain attached where you're looking?
No,
back
just some
like
kind
that?
of,
Like,
just some kind
A
of,
motorcycle mirror.
like a bar,
You
some
can't
kind
see your
of bar.
butt. You can't even see your butt.
Like-
Most men can't see their butt.
do you have something like that?
Well, I can't turn my neck all the way back, but I know it's back in.
Most men can't turn nearly that far.
Yeah, that's they're pretty limber there. You're pretty
No, you say the sweetest things, but I think not.
definitely. Okay, so back to pegging.
Right.
And the same
Pegging
thing,
well.
or let's just say anal sex, or let's just say anal sex, because it's
Right.
both for men and women. There needs to be a warm up before you're going into something that's used to always going out. It's used to always something coming out of it. So if you're stimulating and you got the juices flowing, whether you're a man or a woman, especially for a man, before you penetrate, you want his dick to be hard, because
that's
he's
a
going to
good
be
tip.
the most relaxed, and his ass is going to be more receiving and welcoming of what's going into it. I don't
Right.
mean to, but for real, it's
He'll be
it's like,
scared otherwise
true.
and pucker up, right? You
exactly.
want him to be open.
If there's nothing going on and you're like, okay, bend over, bam, there's
No.
it's like this, and you're going to end up making him bleed and causing problems. Where if he's relaxed and everything's already flowing, that's going to naturally relax too, because that's a muscle. So that's going to relax like that, just like all the blood that's going to his dick. Do you know what I mean? That helps with the process. And the same for a woman. You want a woman to be stimulated too. And with your clit, that's like a little tiny penis, right?
Right.
And it gets full and it gets bigger and it has a sort of an erection, even though it's not the shape of like a penis. Sometimes it is, you know what I mean, for like somebody that has a really big clit, whatever. But you want that all to be already in the game playing, and then go into that, and it'll be much more enjoyable for everybody, because you don't want to go in there hurting anybody. You want to go in and it be a good experience, and you want him to have pleasure from it, and just you have pleasure from it as well. So,
Well, some people want to hurt from it.
I mean, somebody
I'm
who's
sure-
masochistic, maybe, who wants to like.
You don't want to hurt someone. Like, I feel like if you're masochistic in your ass, you could maybe get actual problems.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Right.
that's something you really want to avoid. Even if you are a masochist, I don't think you want to bring someone to now they're having, I don't remember what those things are called in your ass, but whatever.
Hemorrhoids.
Yeah,
Hemorrhoids?
hemorrhoids and stuff like that. You want to
Doo-doo.
avoid all that. Because we
Right.
want to have pleasure. We don't want to go over there.
Right,
So
right.
nobody wants to go over there. So I appreciate that. And I'm assuming a lot of lube as well. would
For
be
sure, everything.
very-
Or
part
spit.
of the prep.
Because
No,
That's
spit,
lube?
spit is
That's
not lube.
Well, I mean,
Spit is not lube.
I thought it was about just making it.
No.
no, the anus is not self-lubricating. Like
So you can't put
you
no
have
spit in
cum.
it.
Massage is great.
A woman has cum like that.
Oh,
You
okay.
need all that. Yeah, you need it to be as wet and slippery as possible. It would be much
Yeah.
more enjoyable. Because if not, it's going to be more like friction, like a staggering. It's not going to be as smooth with the lube.
There's no natural lube in there.
Yeah,
Right.
you
You
have
also
to
have to
add the lube for
Make
sure.
sure the
any
area
type
is
of-
probably
Thinking
cleaned
about
up
it?
as well,
Yeah.
because that's going to
For
create more
sure.
friction, right?
For
If
sure.
you have to make sure that
So a
that
little
area
like
is cleaned up hair-wise, probably also.
I have a question. Now, is
That's
it better?
my question.
is
I
it-
have a question about that. 'cause-
Well, is it better to go up when you're, or is it better to go that way? Is it a difference in direction in terms of loosening, up
In
or,
circles,
or
circles.
that way? Well, no,
Circles.
when you stick it in,
And
in
coconut
the,
oil.
You want to
Coconut
kind
oil.
of, like work all of it, not necessarily
you
just.
wanna see
you
what
wanna
angle
stay
works.
in an area. You want to get everything
wanna work
feeling
it.
nice.
that
and-
way.
work it
Yeah,
all
but
up.
not so much of
Working
a
and
jabbing,
working it.
poking.
And a
You're
little,
kind of jabby with it,
Gentle, slow down.
like that one.
Sure.
Maybe a little
Yeah.
pre-anal play enema sometimes helps too.
Yeah.
And definitely not doing this after like
Too bad,
going
bloody
having
mess.
like burritos or something.
No Taco
Do you know
Bell.
what I mean? Yeah, like you want to make sure
you wanna
that
be pretty
you
clean out.
eliminate.
Corn.
You want to eliminate and not really have any issues there. And but wait, so I don't know about the question with the hair, but I do want to say with hair, if there's hair there and it's not being maintained, it's not bad to make that suggestion to this person. Like, you know what, this is, you have a situation going on here, and I get if you want to keep it natural, cool. But like you need to get in there with a brush or something
need an
if
ass
you're not going to
fade.
get rid of some of it. Like you could get rid of some of it and still be the bear that you are if he's
Right.
really into his hair. Like you could clean it up so that it's not braidable and it's holding things in it.
Oh, my
And you're
God.
not trying to put anything back there.
Right. Well, you
Down
don't want
here.
friction. I think for me, even if I don't shave my pussy, like I grew out my pussy during COVID because I was just
Good
like,
for
you know what, it's
you. Good
COVID.
for you, girl.
I,
Wow,
honestly, I
mine
grew up-
too.
And honestly, I found there was friction in there if it was too long. I was like, you know what? This was fun. I had a fun experiment for a long time. I was always shaving or waxing or whatever. And I just found it created friction. So I was thinking about that. I'm like, oh my God, like I have to prep for this because otherwise it's going to be friction. It's going to be uncomfortable. So I just wanted to have those questions. Make sure it's most comfortable for the person because it's already an uncomfortable topic and you want to make sure your partner's
Right.
most comfortable.
And that's why it's okay to bring up boundaries and to having boundaries does not mean you're like against somebody. It means you're for you, like that you're going to look out for you in any situation. And if it's something that it can be questionable of you feeling hurt in some kind of way, or it being, it not being what you expected it to be, maybe trying it for the first time, like having those boundaries and talking about it really helps because you can say, you know what, if I use my safe word, that means I'm not cool with it, no matter how much it seems like it might be going okay, because you're not in the other person's head.
And it makes for the more details you work out, the better the experience is.
Right.
Right.
Shit, or
It's great to be like to want to be spontaneous and be doing something like just wild but with something like that can go south. Do you know what I mean? I mean anything can go south. Really, we all should be communicating and expressing what our boundaries are and and what's important to us, and giving consent to things. But we just kind of ignore that.
And you
Right.
can't consent when you're intoxicated.
James Brown.
For real.
All right,
For
now.
real. Yeah.
Oh, well, that'll be up for another topic when we talk about why different directions, called something. Why is this way downtown? Why is this way northbound and all this other shit? I don't know. Anyway, we're about to take another break. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna do when we come back. We'll see. We might have some entertainment. We might not. I don't know. We might go back talking some shit and whatever.
entertainment.
Hey, what I'm doing. Anyway, it's the Tip Over Radio Show, the alternative means of psychedelic masturbation with your boy Will B. K, Jenner G, Lady Chach, and the one Hardy Brooklyn. We'll be right back here at Street Media. Right back. Y'all people.